The Monkey Who Sells Dreams. In Yunnan province, an isolated area in the southern tip of China, was a primitive rainforest where numerous animals lived. Most of the time, the animals lived peacefully and in harmony with one another and nature. However, in 2003, the animals noticed strange weather in the rainforest. On one day, temperatures in Yunnan could be quite warm, and yet the next day, the temperature could plunge dramatically. The most troubling thing for the animals was that the water in the creek running through the middle of the forest was becoming less and less. During the summer, the creek dried up completely. The animals could see their resources dwindling, and this caused brawling to begin. The small animals like mice, Muniacus revisi, and voles were able to sneak down to the creek and drink what little water was there, while the stronger animals battled against each other to get the upper hand. In order to settle the ceaseless strife among the animals, the tiger tried to assure the animals that the situation was not dire. He attempted to negotiate with the animals, creating schedules to coordinate the sharing of limited resources. He even gave orders demanding cooperation, but the mood in the forest continued to worsen. The tiger could hardly believe what was happening in his kingdom. Before the drought, every creature's ears perked up when they heard the tiger. However, now he could scarcely get a butterfly to listen to him. He felt his authority slipping through his hands. The tiger's last command was directed to the cows. He banned the cows from reproducing because of the scarcity of plants. With this, the tiger's authority had completely dissolved. The worst was yet to come. During these chaotic times, the throne of the forest king passed through several different leaders. A bear, a red panda, even a box turtle all tried to reign over the forest. One particular forest king was a monkey named Lasai, who lived in the nearby mountain range. Lasai was robust and handsome, and the other animals seemed to like him. On the high dead cypress stump, Lasai spoke firmly. "Look eastward. See that green mountain? Oh, it has many brooks flowing with clean, cool, fresh water. This means the trees are lush, the grass is tender, and more animals and insects live there." Every animal cast his or her eyes toward the distant mountain. Some animals doubted Lasai. Others wanted desperately to believe him. "Now, what we have to endure," said Lasai, his voice raised over the din of the other animals, "is just a short journey. We will have to endure a little hardship and a little sweat." Standing beside Lasai, the foxes shouted excitedly, "Yeah, let's go to the mountain!" Not everyone could see the hint of doubt in their eyes. By this time, most of the flowers, grass, and trees were either withered or dead. Even the mighty Huyang trees, which were believed to be able to endure drought, were half dead. The animals, tired after months of searching for new water sources and failing, placed their last hopes on Lasai and his green mountain. The animals cast their hurt-filled eyes on Lasai, and for a moment he felt concerned. He maintained a calm gaze, however. Shrugging his shoulders, he strode toward the east mountain, a crowd of downhearted animals, young and old, following close behind. For a long time they went up and down the slopes, walking dangerous switchbacks and trails littered with fallen rocks and dried-up grass. With every step, the sun burned down upon them. Lasai led the group around and around the mountain, hoping to disorient them. When he stopped in the original place among the dark, leafy, thorny bushes and trees, he turned to the animals and proudly declared this was the spot they had been searching for. The animals were not to be so easily duped. Immediately, the animals were livid, and the fierce ones snarled and gnashed their teeth at Lasai. One sly fox spotted a very small, still pool of water, and the animals rushed to temporarily quench their thirst. The fighting subsided for a time. But the drought never disappeared from the animal kingdom. Soon enough, another dream seller came to the animals, making promises of finding resources to escape their suffering. The miserable, disoriented animals again placed their hopes on this dream-carrying leader. Again, the animals were led astray by this leader. He told them he would increase their resources and bring water again to the forest. But his promises were as empty as the bellies of the animals. The brown toad that lived in the high cave on the southern hill became the new leader of the forest. What do you suppose happened? Again, the animals were foolish enough to believe words over the actions of this new leader. The animals were desperate. Unexpectedly, more tragedy struck the forest. The vast canopy of leaves covering the forest floor was infected with an unknown disease, turning them all yellow. This stirred up a wave of panic among the members of the animal kingdom. Which leader could save the animals at this point? The smart flying squirrel? The roaming deer? Or perhaps the astute, friendly boar? Who knows? Life is full of challenges and happenings.